Welcome to the Simplicity of Wellness podcast. I'm your host, board-certified holistic nutritionist and professional life coach, Amy White. The purpose of this podcast is to share information that you can use to become leaner, stronger, and healthier by losing weight, shedding inches, maintaining muscle, and managing your mind, all while living your normal, busy life in this modern, sugar-filled world. Hello, simplifiers. Let's talk about weight loss. The focus of weight loss is weighing less, or so we all like to think. In reality, I believe weight loss is actually about the expectation of how you'll feel after you've lost weight, more than the actual weight change itself. You can disagree with me, but I think the real hope when it comes to weight loss is to feel good. Because this leaner version of you is a different person who now has a level of self-trust and food confidence that cleared your head and left the food drama way behind. This new version of you is actually the real prize because you now have a sense of peace and comfort with food and your body. You feel calm and in control. Today, I want to talk about losing weight and the results you get when that process feels miserable versus what you can expect when the process actually feels good. I'm going to spend more time on the feel-good process, including how to manage food so that you don't feel overly restricted. I'm also going to share an insight on how things can go sideways for even the healthiest eaters, so you can avoid that mistake. I'll finish with some specific examples of good foods that, when overdone, become bad foods. Traditional dieting doesn't make you feel good. It makes you feel miserable. The weight loss process is a battle. It pits you against your body. You restrict, you deny, your life becomes hyper-vigilant, assessing every bite, every calorie, every social invitation. It's exhausting. Hitting your goal doesn't create a sense of joy and relief. It creates worry and a sense of foreboding. You watch and wait for the scale to start creeping back up because you know what you did wasn't sustainable. Instead of feeling good and confident, you feel disappointed and distrustful in your ability to manage your body. This miserable process, the decades-long go-to for weight loss, is what we've all come to believe is the only way. It's so ingrained in our experience as women growing up in the 70s, 80s, 90s that we don't question it. To imagine weight loss as enjoyable is so out of our realm of possibility that we discount the idea without any real consideration because it seems so crazy. But what if it wasn't crazy? What if you could choose to either feel miserable or feel great while you lost weight? I really don't think anyone would choose miserable. Again, I don't think the biggest change we're all after is the weight itself. I think it's how we want to feel. If you're feeling horrible while losing weight, is it realistic to believe that how you feel will instantly change to rainbows and butterflies the day the scale flashes the right number? I don't think so. So instead, let's focus on feeling good from the get-go. Let's enjoy the process so that when we reach our goal, living at our new normal feels totally natural. No foreboding, no waiting for the rebound weight gain shoe to drop. It's just smooth sailing because we are now that person. The one who doesn't worry about food, the one who feels hungry, eats what works for our body until we feel full and satisfied, then moves on to the next thing. There's no drama. When you commit to losing weight in a healthy way, a way that doesn't feel miserable, you get more than temporary weight loss. A healthy weight loss process feels good. Your self-trust and food confidence increases. The food drama goes away. You live with a sense of peace and balance in your body. The healthy, not miserable process of learning what works and doesn't work for your body turns you into a person who knows how to work with her body. This new version of you also now understands how and why you gained weight, and that losing weight permanently is within your control because it's not a mystery that causes you frustration and disappointment. You get it. You get that how you feel and look is the result of what you do most of the time, and that includes what you choose to eat. I tell all of my weight loss clients that the end goal is to have a very diverse diet with the self-confidence and self-awareness to eat what you want when you want it, while effortlessly maintaining body balance without unwanted weight gain. The caveat is, as you change and evolve through a healthy weight loss process, what you want to eat most of the time changes. I'm not saying you won't want the foods that cause you to gain weight. What I'm saying is the foods you'll want most of the time will be foods that work for your body. These foods will satisfy your hunger, calm your cravings, boost your energy, and keep you lean, strong, and healthy. The rest of the foods you enjoy will fall into two categories: those that you eat some of the time and those that you eat rarely or never. This isn't as tricky as it may sound. As you evolve into a person that understands your body, categorizing your foods into most, sometimes, or rarely happens naturally. It's something that runs in the background of your brain. It's a food habit that you develop as part of your evolution into a person who loses weight and doesn't gain it back. It starts happening as soon as you realize you feel good. Most of us go through life settling for what is rather than wondering what could be. Somewhere along the way, we forget what it's like to feel good. We look at digestive issues, gas, bloating, constipation, diarrhea, and heartburn as normal. We write off the aches and pains as simple facts of getting older. We don't second guess what we think of as normal for what is common. Everyone has the same issues, so we think it is what it is, and we have to settle. Here's the fun part. It doesn't take much to feel better. And since you're here with me, I'll tell you that the fastest way to believe that you can feel better is to put more of your attention on the food you're choosing to eat. Often the gut issues, aches, pains, demanding sugar cravings, and daytime fatigue disappear within a week or two with simple food changes. This brings me back to those most of the time foods. These are the foods that actively make you feel better. These are the foods that heal internal inflammation and balance your metabolic hormones so that your everyday aches and pains go away and you start taking the stairs. Your bloating and gas disappear and your waist reappears. Your appetite calms down and you stop eating all the time. Your sugar cravings go away and you feel in control around food. Your energy increases and you forget about napping. Most of all, you remember what it's like to feel good and you don't want it to stop. As I mentioned, this doesn't mean you're only ever going to want your most of the time foods. You will want to eat other foods, and you should. Being overly restrictive is miserable. And when you feel miserable, you aren't feeling calm or at peace or in balance. Permanent weight loss is the result of knowing how to listen to your body and course correct as needed. When you're tuned into feeling good, you're also tuned into when you don't feel good. You don't accept not feeling good as normal. You notice it for what it is, your body moving out of balance. The new, more evolved, tuned-in version of you knows how to use your body as a barometer so that you know when to make adjustments to maintain balance. Feeling good eating what you want when you want without gaining weight happens when you master the art of managing your most of the time, some of the time, and rarely foods, so that you effortlessly maintain a healthy body balance without being overly restricted. I'm now at the point where I want to explain how things can go sideways for even the healthiest eaters. Your most of the time foods are the foods that work for your body. They actively make you better, not worse. Your some of the time foods are more neutral. When you eat these foods some of the time, they don't appear to have a big impact either positively or negatively. If you're not paying attention, they can almost feel like most of the time foods. And that's where the trouble starts. Often, our sometimes foods are more processed. They're fun foods. When sometimes foods are eaten more than sometimes, they push your body out of balance because they impact your appetite and make you less hungry for your most of the time foods. This shift is slow and stealth, nothing you notice in the moment. When sometimes foods are eaten semi-regularly, but sparingly, they can work for your body. What regularly and sparingly look like will be different for everyone. This is something you need to learn and understand for your unique body. When your sometimes foods sneak into your daily rotation as a most of the time food, your body metrics will shift in a negative direction. Your energy will start to sag, your aches and pains may come back, digestive issues can start up, your hunger and cravings feel less calm, and your weight will start creeping in the wrong direction. Unfortunately, most of us have a lot of past experience feeling lousy, so we can easily ignore the slow and subtle signs as our body shifts out of balance. Then one day, something jolts us back into awareness and we find ourselves wondering what happened. Our first thought is nothing changed. We're eating our healthy diet. But something did change. Your sometimes foods, the foods your body has a low tolerance for, took over and crowded out your most of the time food. Those foods that actually improve and manage your health. Here are a few examples of some of the time foods that can trick you into thinking you can eat them most of the time because they're considered healthy or healthier than their traditional counterpart. Low-carb ice creams, sugar-free chocolates, fat bombs like bulletproof coffee or high-fat, grain-free, sugar-free recipes, protein bars, protein powder, cookies, chips labeled grain-free or high protein, baked goods labeled gluten-free or sugar-free. These are fun foods. For most people, including myself, they are sometimes foods that aren't eaten daily or even weekly. For some people, these foods might fall into the rarely eaten category. Everyone is different, and we all have a different health tolerance for all foods. Listen to your body and be aware of your personal tolerance level for all foods. Eat the foods you tolerate well most of the time. Then add in the foods you tolerate in small doses by enjoying them occasionally or some of the time. And during special occasions, if you want to, have those rarely foods, the ones that you know make you feel lousy, but you want to indulge anyway. Do it. These are often family favorites that show up during the holidays or at other special occasions. To wrap things up, you can lose weight by feeling miserable, or you can lose weight feeling great and learning how to work with your body. The choice is yours. A big step you can take right now toward body balance and weight management is understanding your most of the time, some of the time, and rarely foods. If there's one thing I want you to take away from today's podcast, it's that you can lose weight permanently and you can enjoy the process. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review, share it with your friends, and drop some stars. I'll be back next Wednesday with the next episode. Life is busy, and when we're busy, sitting down to a meal often isn't realistic, which means we're grabbing snacks. If you're eating on the run more often than not, click the link below the podcast to grab my healthy snacks list. You'll find lots of ideas for mini meals at home and easy on-the-go travel snacks.